Poor dog, only got 3 legs.
He's actually got the other one. It's sewn to his stomach because he's having a skin graft.
Oh.
They've sort of made a belt loop out of his belly and put his arm in it.
Okay.
It'll take about 3 weeks to make new skin.
Oh, that's why it's wearing that cover.
Yeah, he kept taking his bandages off.
I thought you had that on because it's a mask for a dog.
Oh, no.
No, it's not a...
No, yes, he keeps on.
Oh, okay. Is it a whippet or a little... Whippet, yeah. Little greyhounds.
Yeah, he's a little...
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
My brother's got a greyhound. Yeah. It won yesterday.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Well done.
Paid good money in Bendigo. I didn't back it.
What's it called?
Rotorua.
Oh, I talked to my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's only a small trader. It's the only dog he's got.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for years, but he drove all the way to Bendigo yesterday. And it won. I didn't put any money on it.
What did it pay?
Well, $17 you could have got on Betfair.
Yeah.
Paid like $11, something like that, 12. Anyway, I'm just riding around because I'm trying to warn people not to wear masks because it's this is the biggest scam in world history.
It is, but I don't want to get fined.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Yeah.
You don't want to get fined either, do you, sir?
I don't give a fuck one way or the other, mate. But what do? You've got to do what you've got to do.
No, you don't have to acquiesce to the criminals, mate, because that's all they are. We got to fight back. I spoke to so many people in the last few days.
Yeah.
And they've all been good, except one clown yesterday, walking down there pushing a pram. And I didn't know if it was a man or woman.
Yeah.
Because he's got a mask on. But he was tall, so I assumed it was a man. I said, "Sir, how you going?" He said, "Yeah, okay." And I virtually said, "Take that mask off and throw it away." He said, "Oh no, this is real." Like, I asked the same question, whether, you're wearing this because you believe in the virus or $200 fine. He says, "I believe in the virus." I said, "Mate, you got to be kidding."
Rexy.
Oh, what's he doing?
What's he eating? What are you eating? Be careful.
So you know what I'm going to do? Because that nursing, that nursing home there,
Yeah.
it's all part of the scam. That's all part of the scam. Every nursing home in Melbourne, this second wave bullshit, they've all, had the first one and it levelled out. It was all about the second wave. And they have used the nursing homes in the old age. I don't know if you listen to that idiot Dan Andrews every day. Comes out with the same thing. So many cases, 5 dead, 15 dead yesterday, 13 from aged care homes. 90% of the people are from aged care homes, not you, me or anyone else, but yet we are suffering because of this. Because the whole plan for the stage 2, and this is real. 2 days ago, I'm talking to a woman like I'm talking to you, on the other side where the man is right now, just before that. This woman come walking this way with a mask on, looked like a staff member. And I said, "Excuse me, do you know the story what's happened here at the nursing home, by the way?"
They said it went from 13 to 90 something, and I stopped listening after that.
Yeah, a week ago to today, it's 55 bed home. It's small, very small compared to homes. 53 actually taken, 2 vacancies. They said a week ago there was 91 cases. It was top of the list in Melbourne.
Yeah.
For some reason, only nursing homes get hit by this COVID bullshit virus. 91. So that means they said 49 out of 53 patients, which is virtually all of them. 41 staff. I'm sorry, there is not 41 staff there. My ex-wife, when I married her, worked at a nursing home, but not where it was. There was lucky to be 5 staff, and it's bigger than that virtually.
Yeah.
She worked every shift, every day. So I made a phone call. They don't answer the phone anywhere. But I managed to get through head office, put me on this woman. And I said this, I said, "Is it running, still running?" "Oh, yeah." I said, "How can it be still running when 90 of the people there should be in quarantine for 14 days?
Or in hospital.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're actually taking people out of hospitals and putting them into nursing homes. Nursing homes and putting them in hospitals. That's why these hospital numbers are increasing. ICU, they're all people that are going to die.
There's only 34 people in ICU.
I know, we've got 7,000 ICU beds in Victoria. But the whole thing is, they're using the old people without names, but I'll get back to what I was saying. So she said, "Oh yeah, they came back from quarantine." I said, "How could they come back from quarantine? It was only yesterday when this happened." And I explained exactly. I said, "They're being used." I said, Excuse me, how are they being used? And I explain how we all have coronavirus, every one of us, since 1960. We all got viruses in our body. It's a reaction to a disease, and old people got more disease. So it went to 105 3 days ago. It jumped up 91, 105. Where are these cases coming from? Well, who are these people? They're saying, oh, they had to use this bullshit that casual workers are going from one home to the other and spreading it.
Yeah.
Hang on, if you were a casual worker and you heard that Estia over here has got 91 cases, it's ridden with this deadly virus, would you be going to work there a 10-hour shift? No way, no.
They don't even get that long a shift.
I know, whatever, yeah. So to go to 105 means, we assume the 53, it's 53 and 52 staff. 52 staff, 1 for 1? No way, it's like 1 for 8. But this woman who I spoke to, she was all right at first, but then I questioned. She said, no, there wouldn't be more than 20. And I said, have they tested you? She says, oh yeah, but I'm negative. Oh really? So you're one of the people there that tested negative. You must be the only one. She said, oh, I'm the second in charge of the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
And the one that's in charge tested positive. So I was thinking, I didn't say this to her. Hang on, if you're working with her and she's tested, I assume it's her, tested positive, you should be in isolation for 14 days. What are you doing going into work? And she didn't like what I said and went away. But the big question I asked her, I said, when did they start testing in here? Oh, 4 weeks ago. Really? So you know what happened 4 weeks ago? It's when this second case started, second wave started. 4 weeks ago on July the 7th, they had, 9 people cases. Then 12, then 20, then 30, then 50. Then it all of a sudden went up to 100, 200. It's all fudged figures that they just use and make out cases. Because like I said, every single person anywhere, if we tested, proper testing, we'd all test positive to coronavirus.
Lexi.
Because the CPR test, that's all it tests for. It doesn't test for COVID-19 because it's never been isolated. There's no such thing as COVID-19. It is all a scam. So they have waited to this time, let's pretend we're testing all these nursing homes now. Why didn't they do that 4 months ago? When the first person that died, supposedly in New South Wales, guess where they were from? A 95-year-old in a nursing home. Then 3 out of the first 5 were from that nursing home, a lodge in New South Wales. So right from day one, it was the old people.
Lexi.
Right?
Yeah, I was walking home. Come on.
20% of people, 90 or more. Can you believe that? 20%.
Hard to believe.
So, because they're using the old people because they're going to die, underlying health conditions. The thing is, if they admit this, if you tested positive, if you took a test 2 months ago, and you died and you got hit by a car now, you'd be a COVID statistic.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
That's how they do it. And people are running scared and frightened, like you're wearing a mask. You know what wearing a mask does? You're killing yourself.
Breathing in my own.
Do you know the natural thing is to breathe in oxygen and expel carbon dioxide? Yeah. What you're doing is limiting the oxygen you breathe. You're breathing back your carbon dioxide. And if you've got a virus, you're breathing that into your mask, which is being held there, and you're sucking that back in. Not only that, you get moisture in your mask, develops germs, bacteria.
Yeah.
You're rubbing yourself. They've said for months you shouldn't wear a mask, and all of a sudden, wear a mask. Why is that? Nothing to do with the virus. It's all about control of the human population to see, yes, I've got something to lose. We all got something to lose, haven't we? Our homes, our lives. We'll obey you, you experts telling us. But soon it's going to be a time. We've got nothing to lose. We're on the edge of a cliff. That's when we're going to fight back to this shit. But until then, we're going to go through hell. Through hell. This is not going to get any better.
It's bankrupting the country.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
It's the technocrats like Bill Gates. Bill Gates, the most revolting piece of shit that's ever lived on this planet. He thinks he doesn't care about you or me.
Yeah.
He cares about his billions of dollars. And he says, we'll never come back to normal unless every single person on this planet gets vaccinated. And that is the number one agenda, the vaccine. That's the number one agenda. You'll hear these idiots saying every day.
I'm not going to get it.
Every one of them says, yeah, even that Andrews a few days ago said, oh, we'll never get back to normal unless we all get administered with the vaccine. That's the big, they've got the vaccine already. They've just got to drag this out. That's why 6 weeks, another 6 weeks, September's going to be a hell of a month. They've got it already, and it's got the microchip. Have you heard of the microchip or Mark of the Beast? That's what it's all about. A nanoparticle is going to go through. It's a whole, like your body's going to be a computer that can control everything you do. There won't be any cash anymore. You go to stores now, sorry, no cash. There won't be any cash, no coins. It's all done and controlled by them. If they don't like you, sorry, no, you're not going to get a job, you're not going to buy anything. They're going to control your whole life unless you got the vaccine. You know what COVID stands for? Certificate of Vaccination ID. You're going to have a vaccination ID. This is not once, this is every year. You got to get this to fly, to get a passport, to get a job, to go shopping, to do anything. You need this certificate of vaccination. It's all about control of the human population. Not only that, they want to get rid of 90% of us. Do you know that?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Georgia Guidestones in Atlanta, Georgia. Someone built these stones in 1981. Up top says we should only have 600,000 people. Who built that in 1981? Are they warning us? It's just in the countryside in Atlanta, Georgia. 4 great big stones.
What's it called?
Georgia Guidestones. Look it up.
Okay.
8 different languages, like the 10 Commandments. The top one in English says, this planet or world will only have 600 million people. 90% of us have to go. There's a site, what do you call it? Called Deagle, D-E-A-G-E-L or A-L, I'm not sure, .com. What do you call it? A military site, which was created in 2017. It has all details of every country, population, GDP, this and this. 2017, Australia's got 25 million people. Do you know what it says in 2025? 15 million. 10 people are going to million people are going to disappear in Australia in the next 5 years. UK is going to go down from 80 million to 20 million. America 330 down to 100 and something.
Yeah.
All the Western countries, because this is all about the West, to destroy the Western world. They want us to become a China, a communist tyranny. No one wants that. But China, that's where they started this pandemic, faked in China.
I know.
All right, I'll leave you to it because I'm going to go there. Georgia Guidestones. Don't get the vaccine. Please don't. Take care. Well, there's a good woman. Just near the nursing home. There's a guy sitting in his car. Is there? No, there's no one sitting there. Same shit. No action. Cars along there, but there's nothing going on here. So I'll just leave here. I'll turn the camera off now because in case I might speak to someone else on the way home. Come out to get some fresh air?
Pardon?
You come out to get some fresh air?
Yeah,
Can I-
definitely with this whole...
Can I ask you a simple question? You wearing that because you're afraid of a virus or the $200?
Because I'm afraid of the virus mainly, but also 'cause
Mainly?
I want to get a fine.
How many people you know have suffered from this virus? None?
None, yeah.
None, amazing. In six months, no one knows. I don't know anyone. I've been talking to thousands of people every day. I don't know anyone.
Yeah, the nursing home down on the corner has 80 cases.
Yeah? You want me to tell you a story about that? You got a minute? Last week, it was number one of nursing homes. Funny enough how... Who's this? Number one. Is this person coming to us? Funny, no. for some reason, this virus is attacking nursing homes, but not this house or this house or this house or your house or my house. It was 91 last week at this time. 53 beds. 53 beds. So that means, they said, 49 were actually patients and 41 staff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my wife, ex-wife's been working in a nursing home for years, and she told me she's lucky to be in that nursing home. You'd be lucky to get 10 people, staff. So where do you get the 41? But it gets better. 2 days ago, that changed to 105.
Yeah.
So how do we get all of a sudden 53 staff at a nursing home that's still running? I made a call 2 days after this. It was announced last Friday. It was. No one answers the phone. Sorry. No one answers the phone. But I finally got through.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
They finally. You talking?
No,
Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah. And she said, "Oh, they're all back from quarantine." I said, "Hang on, this has only happened 2 days ago." And then she sort of hung up on me because she knew I'm asking. But the big one is, I've got to cut this short, but I've been going around there. I just came from there. I was there yesterday talking to a woman like you. The hospital's there, but the home's there. And this woman was coming that way with the mask on. It looked like a worker. And I said, "Excuse me, can I ask you a question? Do you work at?" "Yeah." I said, "Can you tell me if it's still running?" "Yeah." So I go normal. So how could that possibly be? I said, "Have you tested positive?" "No, I haven't. I tested negative." So here is someone supposedly tested negative. She says, I work in the kitchen, and the person that runs the kitchen, she tested positive.
Yeah.
I said, "But how come, if you work with her, you should be in isolation for 2 weeks." "Oh," but before they admitted, only 20 people work there. And they won't let you in there. It's all, and like I said, this is the big one. I said, "When did testing start?" Because as you know, if you don't know, in March was when this thing started, the pandemic.
I lost my job because of it.
It was declared. It wasn't even declared a pandemic by the WHO, which are controlled by Bill Gates.
Yeah.
He says it has the characteristics, but the whole media published it as declared. So the first death in Australia was a 95-year-old in a nursing home in Sydney.
Yeah.
And three of the first 5 were from the same lodge. So from day one, it's always been the elderly. But as you know, there's the first wave, then there was a rest, right?
Yeah.
And we're all feeling better.
Yeah.
The footy's back, we're all happy.
Yeah.
For 5 weeks, it was stuck on 102 deaths through Australia. No one died in 5 weeks. But they kept saying, "Be careful, there's a second wave coming." Because they know it's all scripted. The whole world's following the same fucking bullshit, every country.
Yeah.
They said for 4 months, masks are bad for you, which they are. But all of a sudden, it's all about control. But anyway, I asked this woman, when did they start testing? You would have thought they would have started right there and then, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because they're all, get tested, right? That's all you hear.
Yeah.
Daniel Andrews. And you've got all these testing stations, people driving in their cars, queuing up for 4 hours to get tested. So it's all about testing. Bunnings has got everyone. So you'd think, if it started with the elderly, you'd think every nursing home in Melbourne would be tested from day one.
Yeah.
You know what she said to me? "Oh, we started 4 weeks ago." It clicked straight away.
Yeah.
The second wave goes up, went 10, 20, 30, 50, 80, 100, 200, 300. It's all, these people are all the ones that they are. You don't even have to have a test because everyone's got coronavirus inside us. That's another thing. But they've used the old age 4 weeks ago as the guinea pigs for this second wave, because as he comes out every day, a 70-year-old, 280s, 390s, 100. Oh, my heartfelt condolences for their family. What about the other 400 people that died yesterday from cancer, leukemia, tuberculosis, whatever, car crash? Don't give a fuck about them. It's all about COVID patients. And they bullshit. There's a 30-year-old died yesterday. No names. They won't tell you the names because it's fictitious. Fictitious, or they've paid the family. You know they're paying people in these nursing homes when they die. They're paying their families to pay for their funeral so they can sign COVID-19 on their death certificates.
Yeah.
You know now, they're admitting this. If you tested positive 2 months ago, you get hit by a car, you're a COVID-19 statistic. That's why these numbers are everything. And the other thing, the seasonal flu's gone. You know the flu's gone? After hundreds of years, we've been dying from the flu every year, you know, everyone gets it. It's disappeared. The last 3 months is not a single death.